Guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your tarot cards for, look at that 10 time while I'm doing this, for your tarot cards for Tuesday, April 7th, 2020. I got a message from Spirit early this morning. I did not have a very good night's sleep, but anywho, they said an unexpected explosion in the sky seen worldwide, sign of Armageddon. So we will all see it worldwide. You know, that's what they told me. I'm only relaying what Spirit tells me, because one thing they've taught me, no matter how crazy it sounds, it may happen. So I'm just going to relay the message as they tell me. So Moon moves into Libra, so we're under an influence of the Libra moon, favorable with Saturn and Venus, because Venus runs Libra, so that's why we get all those romantical feelings and we love and all that good, all stuff about love. So Saturn brings emotional stability and grounding, which we totally need, while Venus inspires compassion and understanding. And I feel like a lot of us need to go into that mindset more, and instead of this mindset of how can I make money while this is going on, I understand everybody's still got to make money. I understand that the world's not going to stop moving forward and businesses are still working. But I also, on the other hand, when you are in the part of being service to others, what we do as healers, I feel like more can be done on that part of being more compassion and understanding. So I feel like that needs to go out more. Posting a positive change for COVID-19. I'm posting those guys because those are the people that have DM'd me and they are emotionally overwhelmed. So positive changes here. So the reason I made a note of about that is because maybe some of you are like, why is she posting that? And it's like, I can't remember everyone I read for. I don't write it down sometimes. I do keep people's readings, as many of you know. Sometimes I mail it out. Oh, we got a big old Ace of Cups. Our cup runneth over. Wish fulfillment. I love that. First card from Astrology Answers. And the information that I shared about the moon in Libra, that is also from Astrology Answers. No way am I affiliated or associated with them. Things keeping us up at night. And this is why I post this. The card just literally flew out of my hand. Things keeping us up at night. Nine of Swords. Because we're like, there is a lot of financial relief out there, but someone like myself that is self-employed, because I babysit and I do tarot readings. A lot of you know I didn't start paid tarot readings until late August last year. So change. Beautiful. I love that. From numerology, spiritual career. Shuffle. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to leave it like that, because then the videos get too long. But the reason that I am posting positive things about COVID-19, I'm not trying to scare people, shove it down your throat, or trying to get more hits for it or anything. I don't know how you would say that, but I'm not savvy to all that garbage. But I'm only doing that for the people that are on an emotional. They're overly overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed because they miss their routine. A lot of us sit there. We wake up in the morning. We get ready. We go to work for set hours, come home, have dinner, repeat. And a lot of us work really well with that. So when we get some sort of disruption in that everyday life, it's like you get emotionally overwhelmed. So, I suggested, working out and stuff. So, that makes you tired, so you're able to sleep more at night. That happens when we think too much at nighttime instead of getting the realm sleep that we need, and then your day's just thrown out there. So that's why the only reason I'm posting that. Don't think I'm trying to, be controversial or feed on people's emotions. Not at all. I just can't remember everyone that I've read for, because like I said, I do send out readings to people if they request it, what I've seen, and, I mail it out to them, so I can't remember everyone again. So it's just to put that positivity out there, that are dealing with that. And then I read the message from Spirit that I got this morning. I completely forgot about it. And I was like, what the heck is that? And then I was like, oh, right, the download. Okay, so from Astrology Answers, we have Ace of Cups. Our cup runneth over. 5 wish fulfillment. big old fat yes, whatever you had to ask for this reading. Everything is going to turn around, guys. You see positive, if you haven't seen my feed, China is now out of lockdown. I'm sure they're not allowing anyone to canoe to come into the country, but they are like, go about your business, go about your day. Let's see what happens. Like, I know there's conflicting stories, and I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to scare anyone again. But, even in Europe, Spain, I have family that live in Spain. They're like, yep, we're like, things are getting better. There's no new cases, less deaths. So things are turning around. Spain was hit really hard, you know what I mean? Until it hit New York. And now New York is one of the hardest hit areas on the Western Hemisphere. So, it's just like, the social distancing is working, so that's all we can do right now. So when the Ace of Cups appears, know that the question you are asking about is most definitely sprouting with an absolute yes. You are not only going to get your wish, but you are going to be filled with joy and love about it too. The Ace of Cups today means that an offering of love is on its way to you. You may experience a kind of gesture from a stranger or offer from a boss of appreciation. Because a lot of people are still, like my brother-in-law, he works in the private sector, and he's working from home, and there's a lot of overtime available and stuff like that, and, going above and beyond. So it's just like that kind of, thing where it's like people are going above and beyond. My sister and my mom both work in, as personal support workers for the elderly. My sister was also a substitute teacher. So it's just like, there's a lot going on where, people are still putting themselves in, because they have to, because that's what their job requires, in danger. And it's like, that's why we are practicing social distancing, to make it healthier for them. A new beginning in love is possible. Perhaps things will go to a new level today. The only thing you need to do in order to receive this love today is to maintain an open and pure heart. I think that should be the key for everything. Like I said, I feel like the healing world needs to have more compassion and understanding, because people that are DMing me saying that they reached out to others and they're just like, they get a fee in return. I'm like, did you ask for a love reading? They said, no, I'm just emotionally unstable. And they get a message of, here's my fee. And I'm like, I told them, I said, I'm not going to say anything because that's their business. I'm going to tell them how to run their business. I said, but, it is what it is. So change for the numerology deck. I'm just saying, I wish more compassion would be out there for people, especially the ones that feel drawn to you, because at the end of the day, when this is over, they're still going to be your supporters. This card indicates a time of expected and unexpected change, when anything can happen, and usually does. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to think of your life as an adventure, which exciting opportunities could appear at any moment, rather than fearing the unfamiliar and the unknown. And that's where a lot of you that have reached out to me are dealing with. The unfamiliar and the unknown, and it's keeping you up at night. That's why it's like, I highly suggest meditation or working out, where it tires you out so much to the fact that you can sleep at night. You are urged to embrace expansion, movement, and change. So movement is a key word in there too. This is a time to go with the flow. Open yourself to opportunities will improve your quality of life. Playing board games with your loved ones. If you're completely isolation, I really feel for you. But what are things you can do? You can organize your closet, organize your dresser, maybe organize your photos, spring cleaning. That's something that'll tire you right out. Spring clean. Purge things make a nice pile of things that no longer have use to you. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, you know what? I don't really use this crock pot. I don't have very much use for it, but someone else out there might. You can sit there and make a nice pile, a nice comfortable pile, or put it in an area where you know that doesn't give you anxiety, and donate it when this is all over. Anything is possible when the wheels are set in motion, but be sure to play your part by moving closer to your dreams. You may be called upon to make changes in your mindset, relationships, residence, lifestyle, or career. Whatever a shift is needed to serve your greater good, it is time to broaden your horizons and re-spark your passion for life. This is a great time for that. In order to improve your current situation, You're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythms and cycles of life that are leading you toward a time of movement and change. Procrastination, resistance, and fear only take you out of alignment. So surround yourself to the opportunities that are about to present themselves. So things are moving forward. Like, that's why I mentioned China. That's why I mentioned Spain. That's why I mentioned, Europe with Britain and Paris. All those areas are now beginning to see no more new cases, no more new deaths. And that's why I keep telling you guys, keep your face to the sun. Look at the light. That's why I keep posting those things. Because like I said, I can't remember everyone I read for. Trust that you're divinely loved and guided, and you'll be shown the way. Affirmation. I accept and surrender to the change that improve my quality of life. Like, my heart really does go out to you that, you reached out to someone and unfortunately they did not offer help. Like, my heart really does go out to you. But like I said, I cannot speak on how people run their other businesses. That's up to them. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when this is all said and done, they're going to be looking to those people, and it's like they're going to remember who was there and who wasn't. So the Nine of Swords, like I said, things keeping you up at night. That's why I followed the change card. You got to follow, when we pull cards, you got to go with, I was like, okay, change came up, and then, there we go. Total confirmation for the Nine of Swords. When the Nine of Swords appears in your day, the message is not to everything can be rosy all the time. We know this. The whole world is going through this. This card is an ominous looking card, but it appears more ominous than it actually is. Some inner turmoil or torment is likely today with this card. But so one thing is, every time Astrology Answers, Deborah Silverman, she offers free classes to what she teaches, what she's known for as an astrologer. So she has a book called The Fifth Element. So if I can't sleep, I ordered this book. It's coming soon. I will read that. When I'm sitting there and I'm sick of watching TV, I will read that because it's preoccupying my mind, and I'm also learning. This is also a time of learning. I know someone that I've read for numerous times, and she said, you know what? I found my childhood Bible, and now I'm going to dust it off and I'm going to read it again. How beautiful is that? If you're called to that, I'm no way am I pushing anything on you. But maybe this is a time to reconnect with your spirituality. Didn't we get that? And we also have spiritual career. But it's also like, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you have to go into the ways that turned you off from it. But you can, sit there and when you can't sleep at night, maybe that's something you could turn to. Netflix, YouTube, they offer, who's your favorite people? What makes you laugh? What will take your mind off all this? Do not turn on the TV and watch updates on that. Sit there, see what the update is, and just leave it alone. Close it and move forward with your day. Do not sit there and get into the cycles of the news, because it's just going to tear you apart. Just do things that make you happy. If something is keeping you up at night with stress or pain, it may be time to look for solutions to ease this torment. This card can sometimes be a warning signal, as well as too much stress is a bad thing, as this card often suggests inner turmoil. And that's what it's like. You got to keep an eye on that. You're going to give yourself high blood pressure. You're going to make yourself a lot sicker than you want to be. You're actually hurting your organs by doing that. You hurt your brain, you hurt your stomach, your liver, your kidneys. I'm going to look for that post or a drawing that I did in where I write my affirmations, or I write my like when numbers repeat, or dreams, or passages in the Bible that speak to me. I write it in this binder, and it's like there's that one that shows by stress this affects X, Y, and Z. So it's just to open your eyes by sitting there and getting on that cycle, on that energy negative cycle. It's just like you really are harming yourself more than you realize. So our last card is spiritual career. This card indicates an opportunity to embark upon a career or a mind, body, spirit arena. This could be a full or part-time venture. It's entirely up to you. You may already have the credentials to begin this workshop, or you may require further study before you are ready to start. So a lot of healers are actually, there's one that I follow, a gentleman. He actually says, I'm going to do a group meditation live on Facebook on this day. And I think 14,000 and change have already signed up. So if that's something you're into, and if you always wanted to meditate and you're not sure how to, that's something you can do. You can sit there and join a group meditation, and it's free. And that I believe it should be free, but it's free. So, if that's something that interests you, that's something you should, if you've never done it before. Whatever your situation, this card is confirmation that you have genuine talents and abilities, the need to be put to good use. You may decide to work in a clairvoyant, life coach, homeopath, or healer and see clients from your home, or try your hand at being a card reader, numerologist, or astrologer at your local mind, body, spirit fair. You may choose to be a writer of inspirational books or blogs, or conduct workshops in your community. So great way, you could sit there. I know a lot of people I don't know how to do meditation. So I don't know if any of you guys would be interested in that. I've seen where some people have actually sat there and did one, and I don't know if that was told beforehand, but they weren't really, I guess, happy with it. I don't know how I would say that. I don't know. I'm not sure if they were told that that's what it was a group meditation or not beforehand. So, if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. Because a lot of people are like, I don't know how to meditate. So we could put on some beautiful wave music so we could practice that ebb and flow. I think would be really good to take away all the negativity and, bring in positivity. So I don't know. That was something I was thinking of doing. However big or small the scheme you can turn it into a career with potential for success. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the cycles that are leading you to embark upon a spiritual career. Only can you know when the time is right, but no matter what, you must believe you will succeed. Remove the limitations, beliefs that are preventing you from moving forward. Release any anxiety and trust in the divine. When you focus on being of service rather than worries, doubts, and fear, the universe will send you opportunities to serve. The only thing is I would have to have one of my children with me to let me know, because sometimes I fall asleep when I meditate, or the timer on on Instagram. So that's the only thing that I don't like about Instagram. But I understand that. It's you want to do it for an hour. So I'm pulling from the numerology because we have the new moon in Libra. A new start is coming. And this is what I keep telling everybody. I'm it may seem in our area, because we're in the Western Hemisphere, we're the last to get it. So it may seem so crazy, oh my gosh, but it's you got to remember, China's been dealing this since October? And then the whole lockdown happened in January. We had more than enough notice to lock down and stop traveling, and they didn't take it. They didn't only lock down, stop travel in March? So, you know what I mean? It's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But, we pray for healing white light to go out to the universe. A win-win outcome is forecast. And it's a Libra full moon. A full moon in Libra. Oh, I love it. So we have new moon and full moon. Just going to get my meanings here. I know my videos have been running a little longer, guys. I apologize. So with the new moon is new beginnings, gather thoughts and plan. And then with the full moon, which we actually have in the sky, is flourish, bloom, harvest, gratitude, reap rewards. And I believe all of you healers that are doing things to help better the world right now and not asking for payment, you will get this 1,000 times fold. You will get it come back to you. Once this is all said and done, those people are going to remember. I rather, like I said, them be able to put that money towards their rent or, heat or whatever, than put it in my pocket. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. To the divine. Spiritual career. You and your loved ones are safe. I think that's a positive message from Spirit right here. You and your loved ones are safe. So continue to practice being safe. New moon in Cancer. That's all we can do. Just continue to practice being safe and being appreciative of what we have and being there for those people that are having an emotional hard time. You know, you never know when, God forbid, might need that person to be an ear or a shoulder for you. You know what I mean? So it's like whatever you put out there will come back to you. So these are your daily tarot cards for Tuesday, I keep wanting to say March, April 7th, 2020. And we'll see you for the next daily tarot card, guys. Be kind to one another. Like they said, more compassion and more understanding out to the universe. As, Astrology Answers has put out there. More compassion, more understanding. Have a good one, guys.